So now, by now it's 10 months in of the same torture they were doing, the chemical, biological, germ, nerve agent, as you see how they come through. So it's very clear. After 10 months, everybody's well aware of what's going on. Initially, I had people thinking they said he was a threat, he was a whistleblower, they said it was an experiment, he was a sleep study for this one-way Mars trip. They said he was a threat to pharmaceuticals, or he was a tech, some kind of tech implementation. I think that was still mixed up with the simulated universe EEG, sleep, what they call it, locked-in syndrome and all that. They told others. The only ones I respect is the Pentagon, Blackwater, individuals from a few of the companies while they was torturing me last year in places like Brookdale, August 11th, when the good thing about me is I don't exaggerate it. What they're doing is creating a consistent false flag covering of this organ harvesting. They got people all out here roaming. But they don't realize that if they look up the Ark of the Covenant, they have clarity on what's what. It's very clear by now. Like, it's nothing. So if they take one pick, they doing their job. It's like we got a bunch of relatives. Red, blue, black, and gold, gang, green, military, law enforcement, intelligence, corrections, medical staff, as well as psychology. My family mixed up in everything. Law firms, judges, all that. Same relatives, they violate, connected to me. They don't tell none of these people out here, yo, listen, you got countless relatives, they done crisscrossing, they haven't even communicated with half of them. Because they standing right next to you, wherever you don't know where he at. Wherever you at, they there. Outside this time tunnel and movie theater setting, underground in Argentina, Australia, what else is it? Antarctica, the Bermuda Triangle, time loops. It's irrelevant. What they doing, simulating my voice with false testimony, false allegation, false flag, false witnesses, because they got caught in the middle of an organ harvesting false flag that was set to put millions more in jeopardy at 542 South 18th Street, New Jersey. The average person right here, you ask them if they have knowledge, they're going to say, no, we don't know what he's talking about. All we know is they came through the air, they said, stand in front. They came through the air, tell them, say, where your daughter. They came through the air, tell them, get out of here, something like that. But the average person they got involved, these average people, they don't realize nothing. But I tell them, do your job, do your part, but double copy everything you gather. That way, if my what ifs happen to be the only thing that seem to have substance of truth, once the dust settles, at least you could think with your head, due to the fact you run around with vindictive, manipulative circumstances that's trying to use power tripping or greed, stupidity, ignorance, some kind of arrogance or foolishness, or just trying to be more than they should when it's already told that this is already obvious to a duck what it is. When they see Kareem Foster, they think Kareem like Chad Foster. So they think Kaream, middle name Lechaz, last name Fostr. They see 666. So when they see CERN, they see the logo 666, they realize when everything with the LHC and everything to do with the Higgs boson, it would have happened around his birth. He was born May 22nd, 1983. You see the LHC 83. You see, the new experiment shut down to 2008 after 50 magnets messed up in 2007. That's the Higgs boson. You see they came to get him. You see every time he has a situation, there's mass UFO sightings everywhere. Ask yourself, this is no coincidence. That's the Ark of the Covenant, Higgs boson. The reason you got the Ark of the Covenant Higgs boson mixed is because the projection of who you see, as well as where the actual body would be. That's how they mixed up. Some might say all the money you could prove 25 million last year. You could move 7 million the first week in January when they said they wanted to have me done by January 11th or January 10th or 11th. My family's from Valdosta, like Kendrick Johnson. It'd be ironic he had to fight with the cops. They said they had 7 million that was put so far this year. Last year was already 25 million spoke about. 2016, it was 23 million spoke about. In 2011, there was 9 million or 3 experiments spoken about, which was the CMS experiment as well as the Atlas experiment with my existence before they had the situation happen with me August 12th, 2011, before Fabio Giannotti and CERN made an announcement they was getting this close to putting the Higgs boson in a bag. And then they came and picked me up. The head of MJ12, Stan Friedman, people, and the rest of them. That was June 6, 2012, and they made the worldwide announcement July 4th, 28 days later, the discovery of the Higgs boson. It's no accident. So they got people running up and down lines. Oh, yo, he this, he that. Yo, you see him? Yeah, he doing that by torture. Remember, if you don't do this, we're going to kill this fella. If you don't do this, we're going to sell this child to sex slavery. If you don't do this, we're going to deny medical coverage to terminally ill people. If you don't do this, we're going to forcibly blame these people. But I gave you a private bug, perv, or fiend to show that wasn't what you was looking for. You wanted to isolate me so you could assimilate all these religious, political, and racist views, which you've been proving. 8 to 10 straight months now, you assimilate my voice day in, day out. False testimony, talking belligerent, talking aggressive, talking threatening, talking about white people this, Jewish people that, talking about politics, Democrats, Republicans, Trump this, Trump that. For 10 straight months, anytime y'all overdrug me, I got needle marks from my head to my toe from overly being sedated. Last night at 10:30, you filled me with fumes of cinnamon like lavender. I passed out, woke up 4:30 this morning. Y'all still simulating my voice all night. So nobody's falling for it. What they realize is the shit you brag about, like Kenneth Thompson, like the shit with Sheila Vashel, the judge y'all dumped in the Hudson River, same place y'all took me and told me I had to commit suicide. Remember y'all took me to the Brooklyn Pier and put me on the bridge. I told you I wasn't with that. Remember you took me to the Roosevelt Island Tram? To cut the one hole open where the water was at? Yeah, that's Sheila Salon. Remember? The only Muslim judge? Yeah. Same one y'all bragged about. Kenneth Thompson. Remember, y'all say he's dead because of his connection to my release. Because he was overseeing my release in 2012 with MJ12. So everybody you got up and down here, I see if they know the truth. If they don't, then they better have a double copy. Simple. Because by now, it's 10 months later, they already know. Organ harvesting by way of a false flag. Green Lake Cash Force. Truth don't need no help. The only one matters is the truth and the lie. And for what you can say. I mean, I might be without destitute, might not be in the best looking, you know, what they depicting, but my shit is fishy. He been on the same type of time. They seem to be playing hopscotch with the facts.